Let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the Washington Wizards, same lineup that they deployed against Philly. Kyrie Irving serving his at least 5-game suspension. Edmund Sumner is going to be at the point guard. McPeak, and we are set for the opening tip, and it was won by the Nets, and there's Royce O'Neal trying to get the...
Well, when the ball moves, the defense has to move, and then they're going to leave opportunities for you to score.
We'll check the matchups throughout this game. Porzingis cashes out. Got to bode well for your offense.
Yeah, when you have a point guard like Monte Morris, you have to be more ears and mouth. And just listen as Kyle Kuzma, the clues of victory tonight, attacking and finishing strong at the rim. The Nets lead the NBA in blocks per game at bounds. You have to take advantage of that, especially with guys like Ben Simmons being out.
They have the last couple of games.
Absolutely.
Here's Beal coming off that curl to Porzingis. His post up, his fade is off.
Let me take that back. KD might have him by about an inch, but when it comes to length,
KP trying to go for a third straight game in which he scored 30. They're going to call a lane violation. Joe Harris to Claxton. A wide open shot for Royce O'Neal. He made their first 4 points, and now he's hit his...
Kevin Durant on the catch or even on the first dribble. You have to rotate out the shooters right there. O'Neal taking it.
Kyle tries another 3. Anthony Gill with the offensive rebound and put back.
Talk about
make it 4. Here's Morris trying to push. It's over Claxton. Every starter has scored except Bradley Beal. Here's Beal spinning off Harris. And the up and under, beautiful.
For 2 years and 2.5 years, Tom Brady is there.
He's going to get a standing ovation. But you have to feel all type of nerves at the Ferrari for a reason. Because what's in the past is the past. So that was a hell of a quote from Enzo Ferrari.
And I told him, I said, it's time to come home. It's time. So I'm glad all parties have...
Not being a 6th man and having to put him on guys like Kevin Durant, where it will force him to be a starter.
Offensive put ahead to Durant.
Yeah, the Ravens now 5
the Euro step to Markieff Morris. His 3 is good.
Definitely hit that shot, and you're going to have to respect it.
Let's check in with Chase Hughes with more on Markieff Morris Sr.
Yeah, guys, I went to net shoot around this.
I've got the Raiders, and this is a hard one to pick, Field, because both of these teams seem to be going through an identity crisis. Has not impressed me as of late, so I'm going Vegas because of Josh Jacobs, but I don't feel good about it.
2 teams that I think...
There's another one. Shooting the field right now, so you have to show some type of resilience, some type of fight.
Great feed by, his teammates have already played 8 games, so now he's coming in here trying to get a rhythm. How difficult is that as he throws a lob up to Daniel Gafford?
Right here, Corey Kispert attacking the nail with the left hand.
In part because of what you just said, which looks like a buzzsaw again.
Patty Mills so coming up with the steal there.
I have been impressed with the Titans and their feisty
Duke Jr., the left hand layup. There's Kuzma.
That 4th quarter where he exploded and was primarily that X factor, kind of solidified that fourth quarter, coming up with the victory. But he's going to have to be that guy.
In that 4th quarter, like you said, Drew, with 11 points, 5 rebounds. He had 25 points in the previous 11 quarters. So here's Morris coming up with a steal, a baseball pass to Duke Jr. And he gets another tough layup. First, he had the left with 9:06 remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
Corey was assigned to us over the past week for practice. The G League can be used for sort of a body and size to attack the glass, as well as just learning how to use his instincts to just impact the game in other ways outside of shooting.
And there's no easy task in trying to get a win here in DC.
Amber was right too. Quentin Jackson. Wizards look to push off of the block. There's Bradley Beal with a big-time 3.
That's a huge...
Key stars in tonight's game, Kevin Durant and Bradley Beal. Nets with an 8-point lead. Here's Cam Thomas.
Kyrie being out, Ben Simmons. This is what young players, they live for, moments like this. And Cam Thomas having opportunities.
2 fouls on Denny. Wizards into the passing lane, but yet still they were able to come up with it as Nick 4 for 4 from the field tonight. Beal's drive to the cup is
everything, and I mean everything they want.
Here's Royce O'Neal to Joe Harris cutting to the basket. So the
name it, the others. If they were as hot as they were now, I'll say keep the double team going. But they're making shots, so you have to adjust. Coming out a little flat to start the 3rd. Looking at it right now, you're down 17.
Bradley Beal. Shot clock at 7. There's Edmund Sumner showing and going. Royce O'Neal really got the party started for Brooklyn in that first quarter. And Kevin Durant took over in the second. Or Bullet.
Or Bullet.
Well, I remember, look, this is how far I go back. I remember when Earl
Time favorites, which is The Wire.
That's
just
right.
up there in Baltimore. Describe just the writing part of it, and it was
didn't initially. We were not a hit until after we went off the air.
Wow.
Yeah.
I think a 16-3 run as they're enjoying their largest lead of the game. Kevin Durant has now scored at least 25 points in 2 guys in the league, and correct me if I'm wrong. We're watching the only 2 guys I think in the league when they shoot jumpers.
It's amazing, and the range and touch he has, and it's just extended every.
Here's Durant, rocking the rim. Kevin Durant is putting on. Let's check in with Chase Hughes, who has more on Yuta Watanabe.
Yeah, guys, Yuta Watanabe, of course, played nearby at George Washington University. And Anthony.
And I got to be careful what I'm saying in this area.
Exactly. That was a total setup on your boy. Denny's left-hand layup, his points, 9 assists and 8 rebounds for KD. Patty Mills driving.
Talk about or mention Seth Curry in his absence. He's another guy that can get it going for the Nets.
Simmons, without Kyrie Irving, without Seth Curry, is leading the way as the Nets lead by 26. Dribble. Kuz fades on KD, a rainmaker. Rebounding Brooklyn, 35-32 advantage over Washington. Steal by Brooklyn. Thomas, Watanabe, left-hand layup is good.
And with the Nets being dismantled.
Morris in the game. It's been one of them nights.
Points have been in the paint. Do you know he shoots from the foul line?
It's in the 50s.
40s. He's 40. Like Nick Claxton, who can't make free throws.
There was a block by Hachimura, which leads to a Monte Morris lay-in. Thomas to Claxton once again.
It is. I mean, talk about the city back then. I remember the spring, cherry blossoms up. The weather.
Time I see Damon Jones, the first thing comes out of my mouth is, why? Why?
And you know what?
Did he get a license plate that said like 0.6 or something on there?
He had a lot of license plates within your confidence, your inner confidence to play this game and know that you compete at the highest level.
Watanabe. David Duke Jr.
These are the little small windows in the season. You have 6 minutes to play. You go in this game where the coaching staff and your teammates are going to remember the little things, the big.
Anytime. Taj Gibson hitting both of those free throws.
Johnny Davis up.
You know, it was Taj on Monday after the Wizards lost to the Sixers where he let it be known.
Chicago and his time in New York. And there's one thing playing on those Tibbs teams is defense, and that's where
Kispert. Let's check back in with Chase.
Yeah, guys, not many people may know this, but Corey Kispert is a twin who is.
Here's Kispert to the free throw line, making his first. Always. 33 years as a broadcaster. He and Buck has